everyone, my name is Shweta. Let us begin with the very first chapter of history, that is sources of history. In the previous standard, you guys have already studied about the ancient, medieval and the modern India. But in this standard, you would basically study about the post-independence era. Now let's coming to the chapter. What do you understand by the term sources? Sources is the point from where we could obtain the information. Mainly 4 such points are discussed over here. That are written sources, oral sources, material sources and audio-visual media. Now coming towards the very first topic, that is written sources. Written sources include 6 things, which are newspaper, periodicals. Periodicals are the small sections which are printed in the magazine or the newspaper in the intervals. Diary, which keeps the record of each and everything, that events or incidents that are happening around us. Reference book that keeps the information about it is like a rule book or a dictionary. For example, an encyclopedia. For example, a human encyclopedia. A human encyclopedia keeps the information about our whole body, but in an alphabetical order. So it's very easy to find out anything. You guys can consider it as a dictionary. For this, postage stamps. These are like a small square shaped stamps which are which we stick in the letters. Lastly is the government gadget that is used to print the legal notices. If some legal notices are printed, that is with the help of the official gadget, that is government gadget, because it is like legal notice ऐसे print नहीं हो सकते, उनको कोई authorized होना चाहिए. That is the thing which is done by the government gadget. Now let us discuss the newspaper. Newspaper, as you guys have understood, that newspaper is the major source of history. Now in the period of 1961 to 2000, there was no alternative media to newspaper. मतलब if you have to get some information, there is only newspaper. But as the time proceeds, हम ज़्यादा progress हुए, internet came. And now internet is considered as the alternative source of newspaper or the media. But still it has that impact that newspaper serves as very important role in our history. Now newspaper is also known as the 4th pillar of democracy. Now the question arises, why it is known as the 4th pillar of democracy? Because it keeps us connected to everyone. The things happening around us, what are the events happening internationally, nationally, वो हमको सबसे connect रखता है. That is the reason it is known as the 4th pillar of democracy. Now let us see what does our newspaper actually includes. Our newspaper includes the information about like sports, politics, films, drama, social things, regional things and whatnot. Now there are some regional newspapers which produce some supplements in the specific part of the newspaper. मतलब वो लोग specific sections में अपना कोई, you guys know ना, there's a small section for newspaper for sports. So ऐसे ही small sections होते हैं. और there are some newspapers which are published internationally और वो once in a year publish होता है. और उसमें हम लोग सब events को synchronize करके एक overview दे सकते हैं. मतलब for example, when we see our diaries, तो उसमें हमारे holidays के बारे में starting में ही हमको पता होता है. तो we have that overview. Okay, this things are gonna happen around us. Now coming to the press trust of India. In I guess after 1953, the press trust of India came rapidly. It serves like the primary events को, primary things को बहुत emphasize कर दिए. For example, अगर कोई accident हुआ है तो उसका photographs, video हमारे तक पहुंचा सकती है. I guess you guys can relate with the news channels. If something has happened around you, these guys actually tell us कि हाँ ये हुआ है. We could actually visualize all the things. Now after this period, उन लोग ने सैटेलाइट लॉन्च किए. अब आई वुड लाइक टू गिव यू द एग्जाम्पल. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, हम महाराष्ट्र में हैं और उसका महाराष्ट्र का हेड ऑफिस मुंबई में है और कोई इंसिडेंट कोई दूसरे स्टेट में हुआ है, सो दीज थिंग्स आर कनेक्टेड टू सैटेलाइट्स. सो वहां का रिपोर्टर का थिंग्स भी वी कुड सी इन आर sitting in Mumbai as well. So these things have become very easy. Now coming towards the postage stamps. अब postage stamps ना ये actually कुछ बोलते नहीं है, but the history behind them speaks a lot, like a lot. मतलब if you guys remember, अगर आपने postage stamp कभी कभी देखे हैं तो उनमें grains के फोटो होते हैं. So these are the themes which are decided by the particular authorities कि ऐसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल पॉलिटिकल थीम, स्पोर्ट्स का थीम, फार्मर्स थीम्स. सो इट actually speaks a lot. The history behind the postage stamps speaks a lot. So it is also served as the sources of history. Thank you. We would see next part in the next video.